Sanjay for that excellent introduction, and Mr. Rumta and Mr. Barero for their kindness. And I was wondering how did they find out that I love fruits, and then corrected me that it's a new initiative to encourage healthy living by giving all the new guests instead of flowers, fruits. So I know some of you have been waiting for a while, so I want to just jump straight into the talk. And as you see from the topic here of bringing balance in your life, and I just want to correct that this balance that I want to talk to you about today is not in any simplistic fashion of balance between work and life, which these days is a lot talked about. I would like to sort of challenge your thoughts to go a little deeper than that and a little wider than that, to look at balance in a much bigger and a much deeper sense. And as the topic suggests, though, what I'm going to do is to share my thoughts based on my experiences with coaching several leaders and my own personal journey of change, etc., that I've gone through, and talk about how, despite all the success and wealth creation and all of that, how come there is still a certain degree of lack of fulfillment in our lives, and how come still there is unhappiness that exists in our lives, and what can we do to alter that equation, that besides success we can also find fulfillment, greater meaning, and deeper happiness in our lives. So what I'm going to do is to start by asking you a couple of very simple questions, and it's not public sharing, feel free to just think in your own head, but I just want you to sort of reflect on these two questions, and I want to start with the first one. In your own mind, if you can think of the answer to how successful are you, and I want you to rate it on a scale of 1 to 10. 10 being highly successful, 1 being the opposite. In your own mind, you say I'm at 5 or I'm at 9.5, whatever you think. Pick a number, keep that in your mind. Yes, please. Yes, this success is in the social norms of how people see you as successful. So if you've grown in your career, or you developed a great business, or if you in your way of nurtured kids well, or whatever it was, kind of your role, so to say, how well have you done that? So think of that, and then I want you to think about a second question, which is how happy are you? And again, think of on a scale of 1 to 10. Put a number in your mind. Would you say you are at 3, 4, 8, 10, whatever number comes to your mind. So you've got two numbers, how successful am I and how happy am I? And the question I want to ask all of you is, firstly, are there any people in the room who have in their minds rated their level of happiness higher than their level of success? You can just raise your hand if there are any people who have rated their happiness levels to be higher than success. Okay, thank you. So a few, okay, which is wonderful to see. But it's not unusual, and as you saw in this room right away just now, and it's not unusual for me to see that when I'm working with various people from different walks of life, etc., particularly in today's society, to see people who may be highly successful but are still not very happy. And that is the core of what I want to talk about today, which is the balance that I'm talking about is what I call the sweet spot, right? And I've recently written a book on that as well called Discovering Your Sweet Spot, and maybe Sanjay will mention or talk about that in a bit. But essentially, that sweet spot is that special place where there is tremendous balance between success and happiness, between ambition and meaning, and so on and so forth. So it's not that we are just successful but not sure we are happy or not. We are successful and happy. That's the sweet spot I'm talking about.